What's up, guys? This is Sin and I'm back here with a new top 5. And this week we have top 5 steel types. Steel types are one of my favorite types outside of electric and dark. But we already did dark types and now we're doing steel types. Steel types are just really powerful in my opinion. If you use them correctly, they're one of the best ones you could have. And these are my top 5 steel type Pokemon. So let's get this list underway. Number 5 this week, I have Metagross. It recently just got a Mega for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. So this one it just recently climbed up my list. I've never really used one, but just looking at it, it looks so badass. And it has the Psychic and Steel typings, which makes it very hard to beat. I think it's already in OU. If it's not, it's probably in Ubers. There's no way this thing is lower than OU. I'm not really caught up in the tiers and all that, so correct me if I'm wrong, but Metagross is already OP. Once it got the Mega, everybody's just like losing their minds, and this thing is just ridiculous. This thing is amazing, and it's gonna be so powerful for Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I want to catch one now just to run with one, and we'll see how it goes out when I catch one in ORAS. But that's why it's number 5. Maybe it'll move up in a future top 5 steel types if we ever do one again. But for right now, it's number 5. Number 4 this week, I have Aggron. Aggron is a physical monster. 180 base defense, and this is without the Mega. This is the second straight Pokemon that I've listed on my top 5 that has a Mega. For steel types, anyway. So, 180 base defense, 110 physical attack. And this thing, it's not very fast. I know this, but let that thing hit you, and it's pretty much over. Give it like Metal Claw, and let it get hit by like I don't know, something physical, and it will probably take it. And then when it Mega evolves, it moves up to 140 physical attack and 230 base defense, and that just spells disaster. I know it's not very good at special, so you could probably take it down easily with like a Surf or something like that. But it is a really good Pokemon. I've used it a couple times. I've liked it. I've never got to use the Mega, but I've heard a lot of people like the Mega, so it's a pretty good Pokemon. I hope to use it again in the future, but I don't know when, but we'll see. We'll wait for ORAS to come out and see what happens. But Aggron, easily number 4, easily making this list. Number 3, without a doubt, is making this top 5 list. It's Ferrothorn. The first time I used Ferrothorn was in the Pokemon Y Wonderlock, and it was my MVP. Ferrothorn for MVP, and so many good memories about Ferrothorn. It just took hit after hit after hit after hit. It wasn't very fast, and it didn't really have any great attacks, but if you told it to take a hit, it would take a hit, and it came through for me in that Wonderlock. It helped me win the Wonderlock, because I don't without Ferrothorn or even Luxray, I know I'm boosting my own favorite Pokemon, but those two were like the only ones left in my Wonderlock, and they came through for me. So, and Ferrothorn was a big part of that. Ferrothorn is easily one of my favorite steel types. I would run with it every chance I got to run with it, because that thing is just amazing. I love it, and that's why it's number 3. Number 2, and this is another victim of my top 5. This one also has a Mega. It is Lucario. Lucario is fighting steel, which makes it very hard to beat. The only thing I think it could take it down is ground and fire. But I mean, it's really good. I mean, I like it more for being a fighting type than I do for a steel type. But just the fact that the steel type is there makes it much more valuable in my opinion. Lucario has that Mega. It just becomes so much better, so much faster, so much stronger. The thing is just amazing. I love Lucario. And if you guys didn't see my top 5 fighting types, that thing was easily number 1. And but I like it more for a fighting type, not a steel type, because of what it can learn in its attacks. But you know, it's still a steel type nonetheless, and I just don't like it much as a steel type, but it's still really good as one. So Lucario's number 2, but on to numero uno. And number 1 this week, taking the cake, It is Steelix. I absolutely adore Steelix. Steelix, yeah, it evolves from the shitty Pokemon Onyx, but Steelix is the man. It also recently just got a Mega, and you guys don't know how hyped I was when it got the Mega. I was blown away, so to speak. Blown away. Steelix getting a Mega. It is going to be OP as fuck. The last time I used the Steelix was in Pokemon Advanced Adventure. I had one at level 28. This thing was taking down Pokemon that were in the 50s. I shit you not. Go look back on that if you want. But I had a level 28 Steelix and it beat like a level 56 Dragonite because it took every hit and it just came through for me. I was just like, yo, this is just OP as hell. Steelix can also pack a pretty big punch too if you get it. A couple of stab moves like Iron Tail and Earthquake, because it is ground type. But I absolutely love Steelix. It is my favorite steel type, and I'm so freaking hyped that it got a Mega, because that Pokemon right there was, I don't know if it was on my top 5 Pokemon that need a Mega, but goddamn, it was probably pretty close on that list, and it got one. I was like, yes, well deserved Steelix, and you are my favorite steel type for many reasons. I love it. And that wraps up this week's top 5. On top 5 steel types next week, since it was in the comments the week before that, I am going to do top 5 psychic types next week. But also, don't forget to leave your guys' top 5 in the comment section below. And after the psychic types, make sure you also comment on what you want to see for after that, because, you know, your opinion matters to me, and I always like feedback. So tell me what you guys want to see after the psychic types, and also leave your top 5 on the steel types. But until next time, my name is Sin, and I'm out. Peace.